Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first game of our GHS Media doubleheader here at Gerland High School. Today is October 2nd, 2021. I'm Sean Kine, and for today's first game, your Gerland Lady Dutch take on the Troy Flying Horses. We get set to go here at Snyder Field. Lady Dutch come into the game with a record of 3-5 on the season. Troy comes in with a record of 2-6. We get a look at today's weather brought to you by the Weather Channel. Today's game time temperature is at 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity is currently staying at 55%. Wind is currently moving west at 7 miles per hour, and it currently feels like 73 degrees. So both teams getting set to go here. Lady Dutch in their huddle with Coach Curtis Snyder getting his team warmed up. So Troy will be led in goal today by freshman keeper Gianna Beringer, currently wearing number 10. And it looks like as for the Lady Dutch, it will be Tor Rollins getting the start in goal to start this first half. And it's also senior day here at Snyder Field. The Lady Dutch seniors were honored before the game. Elena Levernoy, Melody Yu, Paige Miller, Michaela Gordon, Trinity Kenny, Jenna Meyer, Sydney Gonzalez, and Gabby Klingworth, each receiving an honor before the game. And it is homecoming weekend here at GHS. Last night, the homecoming football game saw the varsity football team defeat Saratoga Springs by a score of 33-0. So the game was nationally televised, well, locally televised, I should say, on Spectrum Sports. And the Lady Dutch now take the field. As we are almost at our 2 o'clock start time. The boys game, by the way, will be starting at 4:15 p.m. And now Troy is set to take the field as well. Their 2 seniors were also honored before the game, number 2 Ocean Maida and number 3 Annabelle Raya. And both of them are starting the game on the field for Troy. Troy, as I mentioned, comes into the game with a record of 2-6 on the year. And now the Lady Dutch getting set to take their positions as they enter the field. And Jenna Meyer is out there along with Lexi Smith. Do the first kickoff here. And the game starts off. Jenna Meyer is out, off to the races here for the Lady Dutch. Checking right into the zone. Meyer immediately with a shot, and it's immediately stopped up by the goalkeeper, Beringer. What a rousing start to the game here for the Lady Dutch. Meyer with the first shot, and Beringer will kick it out of bounds near the Troy bench. And a huge round of applause for the Lady Dutch senior, Jenna Meyer, as she walks off the field. Are still dealing with her bout with Ewing sarcoma, leading a courageous fight against that rare form of cancer, and she gets a nice rousing ovation as she leaves. She takes the first shot of the game, and we are now going to see Troy in possession here with Beringer getting set to kick it near the center circle. And now she kicks it off to the side this time. And it will be Rosie Sanchez. And that ball is intercepted by Gordon, and immediately get another whistle. Avery Kerr with the break up there off the kick. Now Paige Miller knocks it down for the Lady Dutch. Now Gordon near the sideline will kick it on goal. And it's headed away by Troy. But Melody Yu will kick it back near the goal. It's kicked up in the air by Sanchez and knocked down by Yu once again. Yu off to the sideline. That will roll out of play. Will be picked up by Marie Borka. Knocked in. Paige Miller knocks it down. Trying to find Gonzalez on the pass, and Gonzalez able to ricochet forward. Now Gordon battling forward in the corner with Borka. She's able to get it near the goal. And it's kicked away and right to Sydney Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get a kick across to Avery Kerr. It's knocked away. And now back up with it is Gonzalez. Gonzalez tripped up on the play by Annabelle Rea. Now Troy starts to gain some momentum as they carry the ball forward. And it quickly goes out of play near the Lady Dutch bench. Lady Dutch now will get the ball back. Troy had to break the other way, but the ball went out of play, and now it's back in the possession of Guilderland here. Miller with a pass along to Marie Bogue. Now Bogue able to get it across to you. Got a little too much on it, was knocked away from her by Stachowicz. Now you trying to get it back, but is intercepted once again by Stachowicz, and now she gets it up for Raya. Raya near the sideline. Had another pass forward. Now Raya racing after it for Troy. Gets a shot on goal, and it's easily scooped up by goalkeeper Tor Rollins. Rollins, who's been in a bit of a rotation this year, along with Isabella Walsh in goal. As Klingworth takes it, we'll kick it along to Gordon. Now forward for Miller, but it's too far, and out of play it goes. Off to the sideline will be Borka throwing it in. It's quickly knocked down by Miller. And it will be played here by Michaela Gordon. Gordon knocking it forward. Miller racing after it near the sideline, trying to keep it in, does so. Miller near the checkered flag, makes a nice move. Now continues to advance toward the net. Miller a shot. It's quickly knocked away and kicked out of play by Rosie Sanchez. But that will set up a Lady Dutch goal kick on a great play there by the senior midfielder for the Lady Dutch, Paige Miller. And Michaela Gordon. And Paige Miller will take it out of the corner here for the Lady Dutch. Miller off toward the net. That one stopped down. Trying to get a kick at it was Rice. Still a bit of a battle for it. It's kicked away from her. Now another shot toward the net. Coming out to try to get a shot was Levernoy, and she kicks it over the net and out of play. So it looked like Beringer had a chance to get it, but Levernoy is able to get in front of the defense and get at least something off of it. But no dice as it went over the net. Now it's going to be kicked and off of Levernoy. Now Gordon trying to get to it. I believe they're just going to let it roll out of play, and that is the case. Michaela Ryan was pursuing. Now it'll be Kussler throwing it in for the Flying Horses. Knocked down by Sanchez. Kicked forward. Now deflected away. Now off toward the net. Bogue with a shot. That one is deflected away by Borka. Now Maida battling for it. One of the couple players down there. Now Avery Kerr trying to get along for Miller. Miller trying to keep it in. Does so. At the line now off toward the net. Knocked down by Gordon. Trying to get it to Levernoy. Levernoy with the chance. That one is instantly blocked away and kicked out of play. So Gonzalez will pick it back up and will throw it in. Lady Dutch getting some good chances early here. And that one is kicked away by Emery Kendall Tuckey. And now Troy continues to race forward with it. That one kicked away from Maida. Troy kicks it back, and now you with a head up. And out of play it goes off of Cooper Murray. We picked up by Melody Yu for the throw-in. Throwing it right off the leg. It will be picked up by Levernoy. And back out of play it goes. This time Troy will get the throw in here. It'll be Kussler. And it's taken by Murray, now kicked back forward by Kussler, intercepted by Kerr, and kicked along by the Lady Dutch. And now it's taken off toward the net. Barringer will come out to retrieve it. And a heavy punt near the center circle. Knocked down nicely there by Bogue. Now Miller trying to take it away from Tucky, and now it'll be kicked forward by Miller. Possession change here as it will be Murray kicking it forward for Stachowicz. Now Stachowicz off toward the net. Klingworth intercepts, and back out of play it goes. It'll be thrown back in by the Flying Horses. Ball now rolling toward the net. Rollins will come out to pick it up. And here's the punt. Knocked up in the air by Murray. Kicked forward to Gordon. And it's taken away from her by Sanchez. And now she goes over the center line. Sanchez pass to Stachowicz. It's too far. And it goes once again out of play. And now will be taken by Melody Yu. Once again for the throw-in. And that goes off of Rice and out of play. Now Troy gets the throw in. And it's knocked down by Raya, trying to get it for Murray. It's kicked away from her. Levernoy thought she had it, but it's kicked away from her as well. Now Kerr racing after it. That one knocked away by Kettle Tucky. But now it's picked right back up by Gonzalez. Now leaped forward. It's a break toward the net. Levernoy in, trying to get it in front. She trips over Barringer, and out of play it goes. Oh, man, what a chance there for Levernoy. She was all alone. Barringer came out of the goal. Might have gotten a piece of the shot, but there's a big collision right in front of the net, and the Lady Dutch are going to get a corner kick out of this. So Gordon gets it from the corner, takes it on the sideline. In front, Levernoy shot, and the second chance for her is stopped by Barringer. So two straight good chances for Levernoy. Barringer gets the stop on both. As she punts it up, trying to fight for it is Bogue. Kicked away from her momentarily. Now Bogue picks it back up and gives it to Yu. Yu back on the ground, pass is intercepted by Stachowicz. And now Klingworth intercepts a pass for Troy. Klingworth forward, that pass is also picked off. And Sanchez will leave it to settle before it is advanced to Raya. Raya near the sideline for Stachowicz. Stachowicz keeping it near the line. Will throw one on goal. Out comes Rollins, had a bit of trouble with it, but is able to pick it right back up. Nice kick forward there, knocked down by Sanchez again. Now kicked back to Kussler. Ryan Yu now battling for it. Yu with a kick, and she will force it out of play. Ryan with the throw in now. Bogue gets in front of it. Trying to knock it away. She has to deal with Stachowicz, but Bogue doing great work, able to kick it near the center circle. But it's now picked up by Kettle Tucky. Given off to Stachowicz. Yu got knocked down the play. Goes off of Stachowicz and out of play. And Yu will once again have a throw in here for the Lady Dutch. Now, just a side note, the scoreboard is currently down, so we don't have official time updates right now. So it is the first half. There is no score. That is much all we can tell you right now is there's a huge collision right there between Rice and Sanchez. It'll be thrown back in by Troy. Stachowicz doing her best to keep it in. Yu had that one stay in somehow and stays alive. Taken now by Avery Kerr for the Lady Dutch. Kerr will kick that one out of play. small break in play. Thrown back in, will be kicked back out of play by Rua. So it'll be, looks like we're gonna have some substitutions on the field here. Hugh is about to throw it in, it looks like, but it will be Lexi Smith entering the game for you. Marie Bogue is also coming out of the game as well. I believe Alexis Pree is now in. Levernoy battling for it again. This time forced free here. Here comes Maya Kerr toward the net. Trying to battle for it. Gets knocked down. Trying to get it away from Michaela Ryan. Now Allison Rice battling for it. Trying to force it forward. Gordon can't quite get the pass. It's kicked away from her. Trying to settle it there was Gonzalez. And now it's kicked forward by Kettle Tucky. Clinworth pursuing as Rua is after her, and now will be kicked up by Rollins and headed forward by Maya Kerr. And now here comes Levernoy again, looking for a third time the charm. Levernoy battling with Ryan, trying to get a shot off. Scores! What a goal! Elena Levernoy, third time is the charm. She had two good chances earlier, now finally breaks free and gets one by Beringer, and the Lady Dutch are on the board. It's 1-0 Guilderland. What a play by Elena Levernoy. The bench and the crowd erupts here at Snyder Field. Levernoy is now going to come out, but what an effort getting toward the net and just firing it by. And it's 1-0 Lady Dutch. By the way, Kendall Barnhart is now in the game, replacing Levernoy, who just scored. That one blocked by Maya Kerr. And now that one gets kicked out of play. Thrown back in, kicked up again. Pursuing it, Avery Kerr. Now Paige Miller gets some room down low. Miller goes in, shoots, and it's just wide of the cage. Other potential open shot right there. And Miller just shoots it wide, and now will be picked up by Troy for a goal kick here, but another great chance again for the Lady Dutch. So it's kicked forward by Sanchez. Bit of a battle there with Maya Kerr involved. Now Lady Dutch get forward again. Barnhart got tripped up, and that's a penalty on Kussler. Kussler pursuing along with Barnhart. Got a bit of a trip up there, and Lady Dutch will receive a penalty kick as a result. Now Michaela Gordon lining it up. Gordon kicks, stopped in front, rebound, scores! Another goal for the Lady Dutch. Beringer's down in front of the net, though. The ball went in, but down is Gianna Beringer. And Gordon with the kick toward the net, but Beringer got hit as the ball went to the back of the cage. I'm not sure who got the deflection in front for the Lady Dutch, but it's irrelevant right now as Beringer down in a heap in the goal. I couldn't quite tell if there was a hit to the head or whatnot, but Beringer currently being attended to by the training staff for both sides. Now, it might have been Barnhart who got the last deflection in front, but you're not sure of that fact right now, but Barringer still being attended to here by the Lady Dutch and Troy training staff.
No, not really. There was a bunch of people there. It looked
So we just got the official ruling from downstairs. It will not be called a goal. There will be no goal on the play. So the score will remain
like she'd been
1-0 in favor of the Lady Dutch, as we still have Gianna Barringer being attended to on the field. I have the roster right here. Barringer is listed as their only goalkeeper, so if she can't finish the game, there will have to be someone else added into the game to play goal. Lady Dutch, as I mentioned, have a rotation of Walsh and Rollins. And now Barringer now sitting up in front of the goal. Now being helped up, and that is a good sign to see her on her feet. We get a nice round of applause from the crowd. And it looks like that is going to be it for Barringer here tonight. As she walks off the field right now, and Maya Kerr going over to discuss things with the Troy players. We're going to have a goaltending change for the Flying Horses here. Gianna Barringer is out of the game. And we're going to see if we can get a number on who is coming into the game. And it looks like 17, so it'll be Nora Miller coming into the game to play goal for Troy. So Miller will come in for Barringer.
Someone tell Mac.
And we will resume play with the score remaining 1-0. So it will be Troy getting a goal kick here after the unfortunate end of the day for Gianna Barringer. And it'll be Nora Miller in goal. And here is the kick. And another whistle blows immediately.
Is that good, or do you want more?
And we're going to get a reset here. Sanchez in the crease. The kick is up again. And it's headed away by Avery Kerr, and now knocked down by Clinworth. And now kicked forward again by Smith. Rice, another kick forward. They're still battling for it. And now Barnhart racing after it once again for the Lady Dutch, but it's knocked away from her by Sanchez. And back out of play once again. It'll be picked up by Allison Rice. Gordon battling for it again, trying to get forward to Barnhart. And a penalty called against the Lady Dutch. So Troy will receive another, well, their first penalty kick. The first one went to the Lady Dutch. So Sanchez with another kick here. Laced up in the air, knocked down by Rice. Back up in the air again. Gordon trying to find it. She heads it up further. Ball bounces, trying to settle it down as Smith. And it's kicked back out of play by Maida. Smith looking to find somebody, throws it in. Knocked down by Barnhart, now kicked away from her by Sanchez. Now it is Gonzalez after it. And able to settle it briefly was Miller. Miller able to get the pass down. Gonzalez stops up, makes a nice move. Now gets another pass forward. Gordon racing toward the net, trying to find a shot, but it's defended nicely by Sanchez. They do not allow Gordon to get a shot off, but the Lady Dutch will pick up another corner kick here. We have more substitutions coming in. Amelia Torres, Rose Leader, and Bella Walsh are all in for the Lady Dutch. And out are Maya Kerr and Allison Rice. This is my knowledge. It might be another one. As another heading up toward the net. Clinworth trying to get in front, and it's stopped by Nora Miller. And that one goes out of play. The Lady Dutch will get another corner kick now. Now Lady Dutch will have Paige Miller do the corner kick. Goes up in the air, knocked down. Gonzalez trying to battle with it. Now goes back to Miller. Miller back to Gonzalez. Off toward the net. Knocked down. And on goal, Miller will let it roll out of play. The shot came from Walsh. And Miller does a smart thing and lets it go for a goal kick with 21.5 to go. Sanchez with the kick. It's immediately blocked down. Barnhart racing after it. Trips up Kussler. And that's going to be a penalty on her, so Troy will receive a penalty kick here. Sanchez once again will take it. Knocked down. Kicked forward again nicely. Now Barnhart again racing after it, but cannot keep it in play. That won't matter too much, though. The Lady Dutch will get the throw in. Two more substitutions being made for Guilderland. So Paige Miller comes out. And Avery Kerr comes back in. Now will be thrown back up in the air. Barnhart trying to knock it down, able to keep it in. And Torres with a kick toward the net that's knocked up in the air by Kussler. Gonzalez able to settle it. Now goes over to the corner. Gonzalez with Borka pressuring, still trying to keep it alive. Now kicks it toward the net. Knocked up in the air by Bella Walsh. Now Gonzalez gets it back. Still battling for it along with Borka. Gonzalez approaches the corner and now kicks it off of Borka and out of play. And that will result in yet another Lady Dutch corner kick. So it'll be Bella Walsh, who also plays goal for the Lady Dutch. She'll line it up for the kick this time. Kicked high up in the air, knocked down in front, but it rolls out of play. It's a very nice kick, though, by Bella Walsh, and it will be taken by Nora Miller. And this time will be Kussler doing the kick. Kicked up over the head of Walsh, but Torres able to get it for the Lady Dutch. Nice pass across. Gonzalez looking to do some deking, now gives it over to Lexi Smith. Smith had a kind of roll on her, and it goes out of play. Less than 18.5 to go here in the first. And nice kick forward there by Kettle Tucky, but it's broken up by Levernoy back in the game. But that pass is too far for Lexi Smith. And out of play goes. Thrown back in. Kerr battling for it, but it comes right back to Torres. Now Walsh. Can't get it from Borka. Borka kicks it forward for Troy. Klingworth now loses control of it. Ocean Maida with a kick forward, but it's intercepted by Alexis Pree. And now a nice play by Torres to try to force it forward. Smith with a kick out of play. Troy will get the throw in. Now sub in for the Lady Dutch. Gonzalez out. And Melody Yu in. Thrown back in, Kerr doing a nice job palling for it. Now Torres makes the pass to Yu. Yu gets knocked down by Ryan. Gets back up quickly though. And now Smith into the corner, kicks it on net, kicked back, and back out of play it goes. That's going to do it for Smith's time in the game for now. So Melody Yu also comes the sideline. She got banged up, it looks like, in that collision. So Paige Miller is back in for the Lady Dutch as well. And once again, it'll be Bella Walsh on the corner kick for the Lady Dutch. Goes over the heads of everybody, and now behind Elena Levernoy. It'll be kicked back to Gabby Klingworth. Long kick toward the net. It's deflected. And back out of play it goes. And goes off a Troy player in front, so it'll be another Lady Dutch goal kick. Another kick over the heads of everybody. Klingworth stopping up, trying to get toward the net. It's on the line, still in play. Klingworth, and a pass missed by Barnhart. Lady Dutch still trying to get something out of this. And now it's kicked back by Leader. Levernoy back up top. Pree for Klingworth. Still getting it forward. Klingworth and offside of the Lady Dutch. And of course, the boos rain down from the crowd. But Troy will get the ball here as Kettle Tucky will line it up. Knocked down nicely by Levernoy, but it goes right to Maya Rua. And she's battling for it once again. Levernoy doing a nice job, able to get it forward. Now that pass misses Walsh. And back up into the center circle it goes. Miller with a kick in the air. Trying to knock it down is Avery Kerr. Torres battling for it along with Raya. Now it's kicked back by Pre. Back near the center circle, taking it is Levette. And now Troy kicking it forward. Out comes Rollins to play it. And it's on the ground to Paige Miller. Miller, pass forward, finding Allison Rice. Deflected away briefly. Now Kerr battling for it again. Now Zoe Levette approaching the sideline. Nice job by Leader keeping it in play, but it will roll out of play. As Barnhart looking to keep it in, but cannot. Once again, more substitutions in for the Lady Dutch. Kendall Barnhart comes out. Maya Kerr comes in. And Kettle Tucky with the kick. It's down off of Rua. I think they're going to rule she played it with the hand. It looked like she did from my vantage point. Kick toward the net, knocked down by Avery Kerr, but unable to control it is Maya. Now that one is kicked away. Levernoy still trying to take it back. Now she gives it to Klingworth. Klingworth, kick forward, knocked down by Rice, but kicked right to Stachowitz. Now a nice kick forward there by Borka. Maida battling forward as well, but he once again kicked forward. Miller looking for Rollins, and Rollins kicks it hard up near the center circle. It's knocked down by Torres. Torres settles it for Rice. Rice now speeds by Borka. Going up near the sideline. Allison Rice toward the net. Headed down and out of play from Avery Kerr. As Miller goes to retrieve it, another substitution being made. Torres comes out and Marie Bogue comes back in. There's 11:15 to go. Nice play by Kerr to knock it down. Still trying to. And it'll be Bogue. And the pass across. Rice. With Borka having to defend once again. Off toward the net. Knocked down. Kicked up by Ryan. And that'll be kicked away out of further harm by the Flying Horses. Levette. Trying to get it back in a collision there between, I believe that was Kerr and Kussler. Kussler went down. But we play on. Klingworth. Miller gets a nice pass. Here comes Rice. All alone near the sideline. Rice with a shot. Scores! Allison Rice, a bit of a fluke shot. It gets by Nora Miller, and the Lady Dutch double their lead. It's 2-0. Rice was all alone on the right side of the field. And she was able to get one by on the bounce past Miller. And that'll make it a 2-0 game. And it looks like Gianna Beringner is back in the game. If you recall, if you're just joining us, Gianna Beringner, the starting goalkeeper for Troy, was injured earlier in the game. But she is back in goal right now after being down for several minutes earlier on. So that is a very good sign to see. Beringner back in. And we play on currently. Gonzalez with it for the Lady Dutch. Another battle for it. Off to the sideline, preventing it from going out of play is Ocean Maida. And it's kicked forward. Klingworth doing a nice job of getting it to Miller as Maida was quickly pursuing it. Knocked down by Bogue. Knocked up, Levernoy. And it's kicked forward once again by Troy. Klingworth trying to kick it away. Now Maida. Pass goes over the head of Rua. Now it's picked up by Gordon. And that will roll out of play. So 9 minutes to go. Statuettes with the kick forward. Gordon kicks it way up in the air. It'll be headed down and out of play. Eight and a half to go. Nice play, and now here comes Bella Walsh. Had that one all on her own, almost, but Walsh will now kick it out of play. 8:15 to go. This time we Kettle Tucky with the goal kick.
Okay. I lost the ball for a second.
Was away from Levette and out of play once again. So it'll be Levernoy throwing this one in. Now Barnhart enters the field again. She will replace Rose Leader, who will come out of the game.
Which one's Elena? She's the one with the ball.
Levernoy with the throw in. And Walsh still going after it. Player got knocked down behind the play. Now Marie Bogue trying to get in front of some passes. Now Gonzalez trying to sell it for Levernoy, but it's taken away by Nora Miller. Now in the game as a forward for Troy. Now Michaela Gordon. Nice kick forward, but it's intercepted by Borka and kicked back. Bogue. Another kick. And approaches the other end of the field, and it goes out of play. And we will see another goal kick here for the Troy Flying Horses.
Oh, yeah.
And a substitution for Troy coming in here. Abigail Kussler's coming out. It appears she might be dealing with a nosebleed. So she's coming out. I believe Michaela Ryan was put back in. That kick is on the ground. It will be picked up by Statuettes. Now battling forward is Maida, but it's kicked away from her. And now back in possession with it for the Lady Dutch is Kerr. Kerr battling forward along with Borka. And that one goes off of Kerr. The pass came from Miller. Thrown back in, knocked down easily by Avery Kerr. Now Bogue makes a nice pass toward the net. Now racing after it, Walsh. Walsh trying to make some moves, goes toward the net, shoots one, it's just deflected wide. Some great plays in front by Bella Walsh. And the pass last minute just got deflected away from the goalkeeper, Behringer. And Troy gets the goal kick. So we're back in play now. Barnhart pursuing the ball yet again. Now near the sideline, Barnhart able to get it back for the Lady Dutch. Off toward the net. Kerr knocking it down. Now Barnhart going off toward the net. Stopping in front and holding on to it is Behringer. A good chance in front, but Behringer able to corral it. 5:10 to go here in the first. Up in the air, headed nicely by Gordon. Now it gets behind a couple of defenders, and Barnhart able to settle it down. And near the sideline, Lexi Smith picking it up. Grounder toward the net and will go wide. And Troy gets another goal kick. Lady Dutch still receiving some good chances here late in the first. They've been able to keep the ball on Troy's defensive side of the field. And it'll be Kettle Tucky once again with the goal kick here for the Flying Horses. And she fires it forward. And it's out of the reach of Maggie Pollock. And back out of play it goes. Levernoy will take it. And here's the throw in. Barnhart battling for it again with Lovett, but Barnhart able to pick it up again and kicks it off of the leg of Lovett and out of play. So that will result this time in a corner kick for the Gilliland Lady Dutch as Gordon and Marie Bogue both lining up the ball here at the opposite flag this time. Their first time kicking from that side of the field. Gordon toward the net. Walsh trying to battle for it. It's knocked up in the air, and that will be out of Gordon's reach and out of play. Here comes the throw-in from Levette. Knocked up in the air by Lexi Smith, and it goes back out of play off an errant Troy pass. Bogue battling for it alone with two defenders, but able to free it up nicely. Bogue toward the net.
What?
Behringer squeezes it.
Oh no.
And 2:40 to go.
Wait, is there only 2 minutes? Is there only 2 minutes left in the game?
Behringer with the punt. Another nice head forward by Gordon. And now Gordon will take it and give it up to Lexi Smith. It's a good job of getting it over to Barnhart. Now Barnhart trying to find some room but couldn't find any. And it's forced out of play. But Smith will throw it right back in. On the ground to Walsh. Now kicked up by Smith, and the whistle blows. And something was called against the Lady Dutch. So Troy will get a penalty kick here, 1:35 to go and counting. So Kettle Tucky lining up once again. Kick is knocked down by Lexi Smith. Rolling on the line and back out of play it goes.
Wait, how do you not? Is it like red now? Oh no.
Gordon able to break loose off the throw-in and a high kick that goes out of play near the side. Now whistle blows.
It is not. I think it might be the end of the half.
I believe this will mark the end of
Alright,
the
so what do you
first half of today's game. Like we said, we do not have the official game clock as the scoreboard is currently out of order. But that is it for the first half of today's game. Lady Dutch lead by a score of 2-0 thanks to goals from Elena Levernoy and Allison Rice. They'll hope to keep that momentum going when the second half begins in just a few minutes. We'll see you in just a little bit. You're watching Girl and Lady Dutch Soccer here on the GHS Media YouTube channel.